Hello viewers, I am Session and in this video I am going to talk about how tech monopolies are erasing our individuality. It's true, our individuality is being erased by these tech monopolies. Until recently, it was easy to define our most widely known corporations, and any third grader could describe their essence. Exxon sells gas, McDonald's makes hamburgers, Walmart is a place to buy stuff. This is no longer so. Today's ascendant monopolies aspire to encompass all of existence. Google derived from Google, a number one followed by 100 zeros that mathematicians use as shorthand for unimaginably large quantities. Larry Page and Sergey Brin founded Google as with the mission of organizing all knowledge, but that proved too narrow. They now aim to build driverless cars, manufacture phones, and conquer death even. Amazon, which once called itself the Everything Store, now produces television shows, owns Whole Foods, and powers the cloud even. The architect of this firm, Jeff Bezos, even owns this newspaper. Along with Facebook, Microsoft, and Apple, these companies are in a race to become our personal assistant. They want to wake up us in the morning, have their artificial intelligence software guide us through our days, and never quite leave our sides. They aspire to become the repository for precious and private items, our calendars and contacts, our photos and documents even. They intend for us to turn unthinkingly to them for information and entertainment while they catalog our intentions and aversions. Google Glass and the Apple Watch prefigure the day when these companies implant their artificial intelligence in our bodies. Brian has mused, perhaps in the future we can attach a little version of Google that you just plug into your brain even. More than any precious quadrille of corporations, the tech monopolies aspire to mold humanity into their desired image of it. They think they have the opportunity to complete the long merger between man and machine, to redirect the trajectory of human evolution. How do I know this? In annual addresses and town hall meetings, the founding fathers of these companies often make big, bold pronouncements about human nature, a view that they intend for the rest of us to adhere to. Page thinks that human body amounts to a basic piece of code. Your program algorithms aren't that complicated, he says. And if humans function like computers, why not hasten the day we become fully cyborg? To take another grand theory, Facebook chief Mark Zuckerberg has exclaimed his desire to liberate humanity from phoneness, to end the dishonesty of secrets, the days of you having a different image of your work friend or co-workers, and for the other people you know you are probably coming to an end pretty quick. He said that having two identities for yourself is an example of a lack of integrity. Of course, that's both an expression of idealism and an elaborate justification for Facebook's business model. There's an often used shorthand for the technologist's view of the world. It is assumed that libertarianism dominates Silicon Valley, and that isn't wholly wrong. High-profile devotees of Ayn Rand can be found there, but if you listen hard to the titans of tech, it's clear that their worldview is something much closer to the opposite of libertarians' veneration of heroic, solitary individual. The big tech companies think we are fundamentally social beings, born to collective existence. They invest their faith in the network of wisdom of crowds collaboration. They harbor a deep desire for the atomistic world to be made whole. Facebook stands for bringing us closer together and building a global community, Zuckerberg wrote in one of many manifestos of his. By stitching the world together, they can cure its ills. Prehistorically, the tech companies gesture towards individuality, to the empowerment of the user, but their worldview rules over it. Even the ubiquitous invocation of users is telling a passive, bureaucratic description of us. The big tech companies, the Europeans, have lumped them together as GAFA, Google, Apple, Facebook, Amazon, are shredding the principles that protect individuality. Their devices and sites have collapsed privacy. They disrespect the value of authorship with their hostility towards intellectual property. In the realm of economics, they just monopoly, that suggesting that competition merely distracts from the important problems like erasing language barriers and building artificial brains. Companies should transcend the daily brute struggle for survival, as Facebook investor Peter Thiel has put it. Thank you.